are back with the Legacy Showdown series tonight. We should have a banger of a match. My name is Clam or Calamity, and I am accompanied by my fellow caster Hung. Hung, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm happy to be here. As always, want to make sure these guys are, getting everything going. So I
The
appreciate you.
Legacy Showdown series tonight. We should have a it should be a banger matchup. We got two incredibly talented teams in front of us. It's going to be Atlanta Guard versus Colorado Peak tonight. Atlanta Guard, from what I am understanding so far, 1-2 in their division, having a little bit of a rough start, and Colorado Peak on the flip side, 2-1 starting out pretty strong as well, keeping the same roster from last season, I believe, as well. And Atlanta Guard having a new one, I believe, tonight is going to be Taj, LeVar, Sleep, and Zacharoni. So we'll see if these guys can put up a bit more of a fight than they have so far with a different roster. I mean, that's kind of always a key thing, right? When you make a roster change, how are you going to show improvement or are you going to regress? It's always a gamble making a change like that.
Yeah, with roster unlocks just ending, Atlanta wanted to change some things up from the previous team. So they got a whole new roster pretty much here, and it's gonna be their first showing against a veteran Colorado team.
Yeah, and I mean Colorado, we saw them last season. They were definitely a scary team to go up against. They made a pretty decent run in the playoffs as well, and we'll see if they can keep that form tonight. I mean, probably the favorites for me tonight, if I'm being honest. We might be seeing a quick one. It might be even a 3-0, honestly. It's really about whether this roster change for Atlanta has worked out or not, or if they've worked out the kinks. I know that they were literally just doing scrims right before this match happened. So,
Yeah.
we'll see if they're, locked in on the same page because, I mean, it's probably the first time some of these guys are playing with each other. It can be a rough one to try and get the team cohesion on the same page after you just started playing with each other. So we'll see. I mean, hey, maybe they're warmed up a little bit more than Colorado at the very least.
Yeah, so hopefully so. I mean, the other guys with these Atlanta guys, they are still veteran players. Just because they haven't played with each other, you know what I mean? They've still been in the league for a long time. They have a lot of reps, especially against these Colorado guys. They're active people in the community. So we're gonna see how this works out, though. I'm hoping that it works out well for them and we see a good match. I'd love to see a game 5.
Yeah, and speaking of the match, we'll take a quick look at the maps that we have for us tonight. We're going to be starting out. It's going to be Blackheart, Hardpoint, Exposure SND, Scar, Overload, another Exposure, this time Hardpoint, and then Colossus SND to round us out here. And as I do believe we have the match started, so we'll get a quick rundown of predictions. I guess, Hung, who you got tonight? Because I think it's going to be a Colorado slammage.
I'm gonna get Colorado as a 3-1.
3-1. Yeah, I could see Atlanta taking a map, especially that Exposure SND, maybe not a map both teams are comfortable with. We'll see, but we are going to be loaded on in to map number 1 here. Blackheart Hardpoint. This is where you turn the boys to men here. I mean, you can get locked down in 60-second chokeholds over and over and over if you're not careful. It's going to be up to Atlanta to try and strike first. Colorado on the run. Oh, and he's off the map.
Yeah, that was a quick
See
one.
you later. Colorado, I mean, hey, they're getting the early time though. At the very least, they win the opening gunfights off the break, and I mean that's really all you need to do. If you get a clean Corvette on really any hill on Blackheart, you can kind of get a setup pretty easily. Because especially on P1 with all these tight corridors, the doorways, I know it's incredibly tough to break this hill. I hate trying to break this hill, to be honest. It can be really rough.
No, it's definitely a hard one, especially for the AR players. As I am an AR player, so I can testify that it does get a little rough.
It's annoying getting flown out by SMGs and just SMGs with the 4-bullet range up close to the first goal. As we see already, yeah, Colorado off to the races, 40 points and climbing, and Pink's going to turn around, watch for the positioning of FMJ, doing a decent job in transition, but it's going to be LeVar shutting that one down, and there you go, Atlanta Guard, they break.
Also, everybody, please bear with us. This is my first time producing still in here, so we're having some difficulties, but I'm just going to try to get the best experience for you guys as possible, so just please bear with us as well.
You're doing a great job. Shout out Hung for doing a lot of the behind-the-scenes work as well. I know it's not easy, making the transition from player to caster. Trust me, I just did that literally like 6 months ago, or a little bit longer than that now, but it is what it is. It's first time sometimes, so I'm glad you're showing out for us, Hong. But in the meantime, I mean, kind of so far so good for Colorado. They break the initial setup from Atlanta Guard pretty quickly there, and they're going to net themselves a decent amount of time. However, Sleep will be breaking on right back, so 20 seconds of scrap time to be fought over. But I mean, it looks like in Colorado, they want to hit ult. They will. They double hit ult. We'll see if that gamble pays off for him, because, I mean, Shanks is by himself on rotation now.
Yeah, but Shanks usually is going to be playing the back here. He's going to make sure that he's going to lock down spawns. He wins a big one against Zacharoni here. And he's going to sit in this room, make sure his team can get back here first. as the subs are playing the front. Eight's gonna get the picks here. I think we'll see what's going on with 8 over here. Dre gifted. 1 second. Over here. Right when I switch to him, of course he dies. So we'll stay on with Shanks. Shanks is 8-3 to start this out. As an hour, 9-3. And there's gonna be some fighting in Hill. FMJ gets 1, gets traded out quickly. Chip's in Hill. Chip's gonna be actually going here just to get the cuts right here. So he's already thinking about new.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a pretty dominant hold so far for Colorado. Chip's looking for a new one, and he gets it. I thought he was going to lose that one. The hip fire from the Dravik connects, and there we go. All 4 are going to fall. And honestly, if you're Dre gifted, you probably give up the back launch at this point. You want to go for new, but I mean, unfortunately, Chip's going to probably get overwhelmed here in a shortly, but he's doing a great job shouldering, living for now. That nade's not going to land. Had that nade landed,
that was a big one.
Would have won that. Yeah, unfortunately, going to get collapsed on, and now Colorado on the prowl.
Big 1v1 in the back against LeVar, and oh wow, FMJ rips him. That was a big one right there, you know, because now they're going to get spawned out. FMJ's going to pick up the front here. Taj gets a big kill in P2, and they're going to start working their way through here. See Shank spawning out. Chip's in the back. Dre's in the back.
Ooh. I thought Chip was going to win that one for a second, but Dre, I mean, he'll pick up the pieces. He is on a 6-3 as well, closing in on that Hellstorm missile. We'll see if he can earn it here as well. It's pretty much everybody positive from Colorado so far. This has been a very one-sided series so far. This is similar to the one I just watched on XPO, just casting over there a moment ago before I came over here. And yeah, this is looking eerily familiar to the match I just saw. But I mean, you know, no spoilers for that one, but Atlanta Guard already more points than that one ended. So that gives you a little bit of insight of what I just watched. But yeah, so far, however, I mean, Colorado doing kind of expected, you know, just slaying out dominance so far. 160 and climbing. I mean, Atlanta Guard, you gotta lock in on the second rotation.
Oh, for sure. I mean, at this point, you're down 140. There's not that many seconds to play with, and Dre gets a big 2 with the Pred missile. They're gonna know that one more is in the back. Taj is in the back, and they're gonna play for him. Looks like 7 actually gets him, and Shanks is gonna be playing the front here. Then he spawns out. Zacharoni with a big kill. Some trades.
There you go.
Let's see how our boys over on, let's see what's going on with these guys over here. Let's just take a look. We'll stay on with Zacharoni for a minute. He shoot his teammates. That one's not looking too good, but now I can tell you LeVar is a shooter. Mr. Too Raw.
He seems to be the only one positive right now. I mean, he's doing his thing, but yeah, he just needs some help, man. I mean, I don't know how good. It seems like he's been trying, but not a whole lot of positives really to take away from Atlanta Guard right now. They're just kind of getting put in the blender. That's kind of what happens on Blackheart sometimes when it's a mismatch of teams. You can kind of see score lines like this.
Yeah, when it's a bang out like that, it's really, really difficult. But they do get 4 dead. You know, they know they're spawning in the back. 3 is blocking, which is sleep. And LeVar is going to be the first one to get some interactions here. And just like that, it's a 2-for-2 trade. Colorado's in Hill. And Dre Gifted gets another one. FMJ gets one. And this sub-duo on Colorado is not something to play with. I'll tell you one thing. FMJ and Dre, they get active on the map. They're very fast-paced players. So, this is a tough map for sure for Atlanta.
From my limited experience of playing 8s, I mean, Dre was in that queue. He was really the only one I was you know, super impressed with. He was consistent pretty much every map he played. He was dropping numbers from what I remember. So yeah, Dre Gifted definitely a talented SMG, and really a lot of the reason why Colorado is peaking right now. I mean, 220 and climbing. I mean, we'll see if Atlanta Guard can even cross the 50-point threshold, let alone that 100-point one as well, as they are getting absolutely steamrolled in this map number 1. And it looks like, yeah, Colorado, they have rotations to do. They can close it here.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think they close it out here. These guys are going to be playing very disciplined. They don't want them to get any time. Chip gets a big one in mid, and he's going to get pushed right out.
I mean, Chip is just going for flying acrobatics in mid-map. He's got to do it whatever he wants on the map, right? I mean, he's just pushing out cuts, not really respecting, it seems like, the Atlanta Guard. And Hellstorm's going to come out. FMJ gets a double. And that should be it. 5 more seconds to close it. It's really only LeVar able to even touch the point. But at this point, he's slow playing it. Not enough time. And, I mean, a steamroll in map number 1. 250 to 50. They narrowly escaped that 50-point club. But, I mean, that was a rough one if you're Atlanta.
Definitely a rough one. Definitely a rough one. The stat lines weren't looking so great from the Atlanta side. You know, it does get a little difficult sometimes when you're trying to work your way off that back foot. You know how it is. You go down 60 and you're just trying to make hero plays instead of doing your 25% sometimes. And that is something that they're going to have to deal with.
I will say SND. I mean, it's probably a must-win. I always say it. SND is a must-win when a team gets slaughtered in hardpoint. It's kind of like yeah, no doy, but I mean, yeah, it's a must-win. I think in this one, the respawn prowess from Atlanta just not up to par yet. I don't think. S&D exposure, not exactly probably the best or easiest map I would say to play S&D, especially as a new roster. There's a lot of nuance to this map. There's a lot of timings you can get as well. You got to make sure you're on top of it, and we'll see. I mean, if Atlanta is going to be up to par in that one, I don't know. I'm not expecting a ton from them, but if they could at least get, you know, a couple of rounds on the board early, they have a chance, but I mean, it's going to be a tough uphill battle. Colorado, they look like they're in form right now.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a lot of reps. I can tell you, I would not be surprised if their overload was looking a little weak. I do know from personal experience that that is their weak point. So if for some reason Atlanta doesn't get a good run on this S&D and doesn't win this map, I still think they have a chance to take a map off them in the overload. Now, I don't know. It's been 2 weeks. These guys have been scrimming, so maybe they have some more overload reps together, but that was previously their weak point, so we'll see how it works right here.
Yeah, obviously Overload, you know, a new game in BO7, you know, it's not exactly, you know, the most straightforward. There is a little bit of nuance to Overload as well, depending on the map. I mean, probably Exposure is the most nuanced one, just from the routes you can take. You know, there's a lot of mid-map kind of chaos that goes along. You can kind of juke the kill cam, juke the players out off spawn, and you can kind of get put in the blender if you're not careful, if you're not super hyper aware of where the positioning is for the enemy team, right? You know, people can get lost in your spawn, for example, and just be rats in corners. So I don't know. Exposure for Colorado, we'll see if they've locked in since then. I know, you know, definitely some scrims taking place between the offseason. We'll see if that's more their forte now. But I mean, yeah, if you're Atlanta Guard, I mean, I'm not too worried if from Colorado's perspective for the respawns, just based on what I just saw in that hard point. But if you're Atlanta Guard, I am going to be a little nervous going forward. I think SND, if they can lock in on exposure, like I said, they have a chance. But I mean, you got to Neslo the team probably like Colorado, just based on what I just saw in that hard point. That was not very close. So I'm curious,
Yeah.
who do you know? Do you know who's gonna pull out the sniper for SND for these teams, Hung?
So I'm not 100% for Atlanta, but I can tell you for sure, Chip is going to be sniping for Colorado.
Okay.
That's how it has been previously, and Chip is a pretty good sniper. So hopefully we see the boomstick out here. You know, that's my favorite time. I love to see a boomstick on the
100%.
S&D. So we're loading back into the next match. So we're just gonna get everything set up for you guys. But again, I appreciate everybody that's here. I see the chat going crazy. You know, shout out everybody in here. We really love the support that you guys are showing us.
Yeah, this has been a great time. I love casting for you guys. You know, I love seeing the old heads. You know, reign supreme as an old head myself. It's you know, a fun time watching the old guys that they still got it. You know, they still got the gunny. They still got the passion flowing. Love to see it, and we'll see if Atlanta they got the passion flowing in this one. They're gonna need it. They're gonna need a hot start. Honestly, I think this first couple rounds are gonna be critical, really, for if they're able to take this map number 2, and they're going to be on the offense, so maybe a tough ask for the first round, as it's going to be pressure mounting from B, all 4 members. But I mean, knife out for Zach, not exactly ideal. Thankfully, Dre, not recognizing the pressure, is going to get traded instantly. So now 3v3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, sorry about the game volume, guys. I do apologize.
Oh, whoa, there we go.
My bad. Apologies about that, guys.
All
All
good,
right.
It looks like a 1v3 for Shanks. After all said and done, we missed a little bit of that, but Shanks, I mean, we'll see if he can pick up the pieces, as it looks like Colorado going to rely on him to try and clutch here. Atlanta, I mean, they come out swinging first round, 3v1. They should be able to convert this one. Hopefully no funny business happens, but Shanks, I mean, he's going for the Omega Ultra route here. I'm not sure if he has time to go for this, really. Only 30 seconds and the clock is ticking.
Yeah, I don't like this route out of him, if I'm going to be honest with you, because now you're down to 25 seconds. You got to get 3. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna play their lives on this. I mean, this is a round over for Colorado. Yeah.
There you go.
Round 1 goes to Atlanta.
They get the first one. Hey, I mean, I said what they needed to do. They came out and they did it. So good start from them. 1-0. I mean, it's incredibly early on. And really, it's whether or not they can build from this initial round here and take the next couple of rounds, because I think they desperately need to. And also,
For sure.
let us know in chat, guys, if the sound is good as well after the reset there. Yeah, just let us know. We'll get that fixed as well if it's too loud, too quiet.
Yeah, feel free to criticize, But we do have my boy Taj that we're going to stay on with from the beginning. Taj has been on a few different rosters throughout the time in the LSL, but he always proved himself, so I really hope that we see a good showing out of him right here. He's going to get pushed up. Try to watch for that P2 cut. See what's going on. But as you see, 6 and 7 on the mini-map. We're going to switch over to those guys real quick because they are active.
Yeah, looks like Zach's going for a flank as well, and they just shut it down. Nice job from Dre and Chip on the flank there. They pick up all 3 members. Taj is swiftly going to fall as well, and there we go. A quick answer back from Colorado, not losing a single member that round. That is how you answer back after losing the first one.
Yeah, that's a 1-for-1. Good trade on the rounds. Let's see how this goes. Dre is on a 2 streak, though. It's a 3-1. Dre's on a 2 streak. Let's see his break off here. Let's study the Dre.
Yeah, study him. Write down. Take notes.
Yeah.
He's gonna be running down.
Bang!
Oh, okay. All right. Well, kind of slammed in that one. Nice win from Taj, and a little bit of question marks from Dre there, going for that one.
Yeah, might have been an ego.
Down mid. Yeah, it might have been. Had he just kept running, he probably would have gotten to the Creddy corner in the middle, but just kind of stopped for no reason there. And now it's gonna be Atlanta with the first blood advantage to work with in the 3v4. Make it now 2v4. As the answer back from Shanks comes quickly, his bomb should be going down toward A soon here, but the timing might not work out. Look at where FMJ's that. Oh. Shanks all the way to the back of the map, runs out of ammo. Oh, you hate to see it. FMJ now for the 1v3.
Wow.
And he gets knifed.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Shanks running out of ammo really cost him that one. It would have been down to a 2v2. I think they could have maybe pulled it out there. Oh, nice to see you.
Yeah.
A little friendly greeting there, huh?
Yeah. Little letter opener. This time he's opening his neck, though.
Yep.
Unfortunate. 2-1 now. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from Atlanta so far. Maybe a little bit of trolling from both teams so far. I feel like both teams kind of need to lock it in a little bit here in this search and destroy. It's been kind of a wild one so far. Not a ton of coordination, but Atlanta on the better end of things. That's a good sign going forward. They might have us see extended maps here. Pressure going to be coming from B, though, incredibly quickly here. It's all up to Zach by his lonesome for the moment. He's going to reload at the worst possible moment.
Wow.
Pistols out, not good enough. Yeah, the reload costing him in that one. First blood for Colorado, and now they have the time to plant the bomb.
A little bit of bad timing from Shanks. Shanks' bomb was all the way in spawn. I don't know if I like that. Gotta have a better bomb carrier situation there. This bomb could have gone down 15 seconds ago. But see what's going on. Shanks versus Taj. Gets the kill. Last one stop. It's gonna be a LeVar. Sorry about that, guys. It's not switching over. Might add a game crash, boys.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, is that my end or is that you?
Alright, guys, we are back on. Sorry about that mishap. Getting everything set up right here. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. Looks like it's going to be 3-2 to Colorado.
Oh, hung on. I need you to share my screen real quick for me.
Right. Oh.
I'm seeing nothing. Apparently I have a COD update too, so maybe I
think that's what I had. I think I had a COD update.
Yeah, that might have been what just hit us with. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but we're gonna get right back into the action here and get a little bit. I believe the lobby stayed up for the players. It was just production that lagged out. So thankfully, at least the competitive integrity is held, and they don't have to restart the map themselves. And I'm not exactly sure what happened in the last couple. We'll have to fill in the blanks. Use your imagination, guys. It is.
I can fill in the blanks here. But Dre's on a 5 streak and 8-2, so I'm pretty sure he had a great last round because he was dead the round before that. So looking good out of him. We'll stay on with him. See if Shanks is going around. Want to get in the action here. Taj is weak. Shanks pops up. Oh, almost a knife out of FMJ though.
2v2 now.
Shanks is on a 4 streak as well.
Yeah, Shanks looking to maybe get some streaks here, but he has to win this round first. Bombs down mid-map, and we'll see how Atlanta decide to play this.
I would like it if
Separate or
FMJ would
kinda
be baiting a
together
little
right
bit. That's like... Yeah. 1v1. Oh! Trade for trade.
You wanted to see him bait. I mean, he baited the shit out of his teammate there. I'm not gonna lie.
Too bad. A little bit too much. Baited him too much.
A little bit too much. A nice round from Atlanta Guard. I mean, they convert that one. They had the bomb down. They know it. They play the trades to perfection there. LeVar gets another one, and they shut down any sort of potential comeback for the streaks as well. I know Dre and Shanks were both on streaks that round, and they both get shut down.
I don't know about you, Clam, but I always love to showcase my knife whenever I have it out. The pre-map.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we all have our little tendencies we do, you know, the YYs and stuff. But every round, I gotta flip my knife.
Yeah, same. CSGO has done me dirty over the years.
Yeah.
100%. Thousands of hours in that game, and I can't stop flipping that thing. But 3v3 situation. The flank's coming in. Nice route from Chip there. He's able to get one on the pinch, but he's going to get overwhelmed by the sheer numbers here in a moment. Hopefully he's able to stay alive. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Game crash.
Say it ain't so.
We got another game crash. I think. I'm not sure. It's really laggy. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
I promise you guys, as you can see from my frames in my top left, this is not normal. It might just be exposure for me. So I do apologize. I will get this set back up.
Yeah, guys, sorry about this. It is what it is. Stuff happens. We'll try and get back in the game. I know, you know, Call of Duty things. Am I right? We'll have some more action. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back, and hopefully we'll have, you know, the ending of this map number 2.
All right, guys. Looks like we're back in here. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. As we all know, exposure is a terrible map. I have no idea why, but it does crash games. So, but we're here. It's a 5-3. Looking like Colorado's having a pretty dominant map. We'll see what the kills are looking like. All right, so Shanks is 5 and 10. Dre is 5 and 10, or 10 and 5. Sorry, 10 and 5 and 10 and 5. FMJ is having a little slow map of 3 and 7, and Chip is 4 and 6. But on the opposite hand, we have Sleep going 8 and 5, which is a good map for him. Looks like it's pretty even across the board. Besides Zach being at 3 and 7. But we're gonna stay on with Taj to start this out and see what's gonna happen here.
FMJ, the lone defender toward B right now. And it's kind of going to be a slow approach, but on the flip side, Ring is getting pressured out as well. Nice first blood from Taj, but he has Chip right behind him. Gunfights going everywhere across the map all at once. Dummy movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. 3v4 situation, making it 2v4 as well. Another kill from top mid. FMJ trying to relinquish the pressure from the back, able to get one back and make it 2. So now a 2v2 from out of thin air. But all left to FMJ now to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, and if I was like it's a kill, but I want to see the bomb get down. I hate when teams are waiting to get bombed down over and over again, especially when they have a life advantage. It's a big pet peeve of mine.
Yeah, I would agree with you for sure. I feel like I'm a huge fan of getting the bomb down, especially when you get a pick toward a bomb site. Just get the bomb down early. You don't need to wait for somebody else. Usually, especially toward B on this site, usually it's a solo player. Same thing for Den, right? On the A zone, like if there's only one player there and you get the kill, usually there's not going to be one more. If there is, they'll be there, like, you know, side door quickly, but they usually don't want to scam their life away doing that. So just get the bomb down, guys. It's not rocket science, you know.
No, I totally agree, and I also, guys, appreciate you. Thank you for trying to help us out with our issue that we're running in here. And yes, Brandon Hybrid, I will not lie. Clam said in the pregame that this is also a small indie company, so he knows the pain.
Yeah. This Activision is they're a great place. They're a great time. 3v3 though. Speaking of it, we'll see if Colorado can close it out here. I mean, honestly, if Atlanta Guard can win this one, they're still in prime position to take the series. But with that happening, Taj in the 1v3 for all your hopes and prayers for Atlanta, they rest on him.
If he can get here before they get the bomb down, it'd be really good. Just goes a little too slow. Maybe you can ninja. Shanks is there waiting for him.
Bang, bang. Colorado. They'll take map number 2, 6-4. It was pretty close. So at the very least, maybe a little bit of confidence going forward. But I talked about it a little bit ago. I think this was the map that Atlanta, they had to win this one to see extra maps. I still think I'm sticking to my guns here. It's probably going to be a Colorado 3-0, especially if they've been working on their overload like you were telling me in the pregame. I think that if Colorado can come out hot in map number 3, get a couple of scores on the board first, it's probably curtains for Atlanta.
Yeah, no, I would totally agree with you. But yeah, it's just... I don't know how they're going to come back from this, right? I don't know how Atlanta's going to come back from this. I was really hoping they would get the S&D win and they'd come back from it. But appreciate you guys staying on with us. We are going to work on this just for a minute, so we are going to go to a quick intermission. Probably a 3 to 5 minute intermission while we get everything else set up. I appreciate you guys patient with us. We'll get you... All right, welcome back, guys. Appreciate the time that you took for us. Sorry, having a little bit of technical difficulty. You know, this small little indie created game, you know, doesn't like to run the best, as we all know.
Yeah.
I don't need to be candid. Everybody knows me in this Discord. Like, this game sucks. We all know it. I don't get fined for saying that. So, but yeah, it's all good. So we're gonna get us into the next match. We're gonna make sure these guys get started up here. But I do want to talk quickly about that S&D. From what we did see, Colorado did play it pretty well, you know, but Atlanta had some good maps off of it. You know, they're some good rounds. Yeah. 4-6 isn't a slammage at all.
There was definitely some chinks in the armor from Colorado that probably need to be ironed out, especially on exposure. You know, it did go down to the wire. It was, you know, map or round 10. So, I mean, that, you know, good signs from Atlanta, you know, considering that they just have a new team, right? So, I mean, it's not exactly, you know, the most insane, you know, performance ever or anything, but they showed some signs of life at the very least. And then, you know, that's a good thing going into this exposure or scar overload coming up next year, because I mean, with how the hard point went, I'm not super confident in this team to win a respawn against Colorado. Colorado, I think, are just outclassing them in that game type. So, I mean, we'll see. Atlanta, it's up to them to prove us wrong, right? They showed it decently in the S&D. We'll see if they can do it here again.
Yeah, so we're loading in the Scar right now, a little Scar overload. So we're going to see how things go. As I said, this was the weak point for Colorado before. I know they have done some scrimming to get into it. So we'll see how this turns out. But I really think at this point, I think they're going to take this one.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you. I mean, we'll see if Atlanta can show up big here as the teams do get situated. There we go, figuring out what size they want, and that might delay them a little bit off the rake here, but it looks like delaying both teams at the moment. Nobody going for that pre-nade toward mid, so Kobe's aren't going to land, but you know who's landing? It's Drake, gifted with a double kill already, pushing up toward red steps, has it in already passed. I mean, nobody's picking up this man. The drone's going to be ran, but it's going to be shut down by number 5, LeVar. It's one, but the trades are coming on through. Gray is still here, but finally Chip with the triple will shut things down. And wait, hold up, one more player to find it. It's going to be Shanks, and he gets the double kill. He'll get the first score for Colorado. Gray pushing up as well yet again off the spawn. Colorado trying to relay this point, but they need to win some gunfights in transition, and it looks like they will get shut down. So Atlanta gets some gunfights toward mid-map, alleviate a little bit of pressure, and now a chance for them to set up toward plane, but gunfights are just in favor on the side of Colorado so far, winning the slang battle at the moment. But as I say that, red arrows collapse, they converge on the front. Now a chance for them to play the drum, but nobody's really touching it yet. I mean, it's kind of like hot potato. They don't want to touch it until they have it set up. Really,
big 2 out of Shanks right there.
Yeah.
He's going to try to spawn trap these guys in the back here. He's going to run into sleep first, gets a big pick. He's going to pick up trailer. And it's going to be that 1v1 LeVar versus Shanks. Let's see who wins it. LeVar wins it, and they spawn... Whoa. 6 spawns back red steps. I'm pretty surprised by that. Let's see. Does 3 get there? He does not. Sleep stops him right in here. Sleep's got bomb in his hand. We're going to stay on with Sleeps. Immediately gets shut down. Ooh. That is 3 dead for the side of Atlanta. Let's see how it's going to go. FMJ's getting pushed up right here. He knows they're spawning in the back left. Big 2 out of FMJ. And this is going to be a cap. Big 3 out of FMJ. Sleep with a god nade. And Dre's going to start getting these spawn kills. Kills Taj. Gets Zacharoni as well. And he's going to get pushed up this left side. He does not know that they spawned out, though. So they're going to get pushed up over here.
Looks like FMJ still local in their spawn. Taj,
Wow.
oh my god, doesn't win the gunfight. Nice double from FMJ. He's going for the triple off the spawn, but he'll get shut down. But that's going to be the third one going on in. I mean, FMJ, he buys enough time for teammates to get the drone off the spawn, and they're still here. They're still local. They can definitely relay this one as well. Trophy's going to land. LeVar does get the pistol kill with the Jaeger to clear them out for the moment, but it's going to be 2 minutes. They got to hold on for a long time here if you're Atlanta.
Big kill at FMJ again. He is 12-6. He wasn't looking so hot in the SMD, but I tell you what, his respawn game mode is down. They pick up bomb. They're going to start working left. Oh, big call out of LeVar. And that's halftime.
Bang, bang. And kind of as we expected, right, Hung? I mean, 4-0 at half. I mean, I kind of had the writing was on the wall, right? After map number 1 hard point went so one-sidedly their direction. I kind of expected the same again from Colorado here in the double respawn. It just seems like their guns are hotter. Really, the only question mark was the SND, but I mean, the SND question was answered, and now Colorado ready to take the hot 3-0 here, already up 4-0 at halftime. 5 more minutes to do so, and FMJ letting them know.
Yeah. It's a really slow start from this Atlanta side. We have Taj going 3-10. And Zach Roney at 6-11. We got to see more out of these guys, you know. They got to answer quickly. If I don't see a score in the first 2 minutes, I'm going to be stressing for Atlanta here. Big 2 out of Colorado. Getting pushed up. LeVar, last one. Oh, man. And they're going to spawn out playing here. Colorado does not read it.
Yeah, they didn't read it at all, and I mean, it doesn't seem to matter though, because apparently they're just killing everyone in sight. Pixels be damned, they're gonna be dying. FMJ with 3, 6 free for him. I mean, this is open.
Man.
FMJ.
I tried to get over to him quick. I wanted to see what was going on his screen. Oh, Trey almost gets the 3-piece right there, and Shanks has the bomb, and he is flying. Chip is gonna be his first body blocker. Gonna get 1. Gonna look for the second one. Ooh, almost gets it, but that's also a cap.
He's right below him.
Ah, Sleep doesn't see it. And they are trying to hunt for these guys in their spawn. Shanks is, these guys are getting steamrolled. I don't know what to say. These guys are getting suplexed. It looks like they're getting Batista bombed out here. I mean, it's bad.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Atlanta guys not having the best start, but I think it's just also Colorado, just probably a little bit ahead in the respawn game type. Sometimes it's just a mismatch, right? I mean, it just seems like they're 1 tier above the competition, maybe even 2 in the respawn department. And so far, it looks like they're going to pave the way for the 7th one to be signed, sealed, delivered.
Yeah,
and that's going to be going through. Bang! Number 7, and I mean 3.5 minutes for Colorado to close it out. And honestly, with 3.5 minutes left, I mean, I don't even know if there's enough time really at this point for Atlanta to garner that many scores in 1 half here.
There is. It's just not going to happen. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to put it candid with you. You know, I always like to. These guys are getting pissed off. I mean, it's bad. You got 9-16, 7-19. You know, LeVar is doing his thing as much as possible at 13-12, but I mean, there's not much that you can do over here. These guys are taking bomb and doesn't get the kill. I feel Zacharoni's pain there. That's happened to me 1 too many times. You're shooting at a guy, don't get the last bullet in him, get shot by his teammate. And Zacharoni's getting kills, but just on his own team members. So if I was Atlanta, I would want this over as quick as possible.
100%, yeah. If Octane is any indicator, you can't be blowing your boys. It just can't happen. As the 8th one's going to be going on in. No resistance needed. 8-0. I think we were both expecting that one in this matchup. Just respawn prowess for Colorado, too strong in that one. And despite the SND being a close one, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. A hot 3-0. Colorado peaking at the right moment. Maybe a mismatch in the series, maybe not. I mean, if you are Atlanta, definitely some progress to be made. Definitely some more scrims to be played at the very least here to get themselves on the same page and just the gunny warm. I don't know, man. This is a tough Colorado team to beat, though.
Yeah, looking at the stat line, it wasn't looking good. You know, I mean, it's really tough, you know, to try to work your way back and try to get these kills. As you could see, the damage was there from the boys, but I just couldn't put it together, you know, and that's always the tough part is the damage is there, but you just can't put it together sometimes. I would love to see if we can get a post-game interview from one of the guys over at Colorado. Maybe talk about how hard they've been working together recently. We're going to work to see if we can get that done. But as we're still getting that set up, you cast a lot. You look at the guys a lot. How did you feel about Colorado as a team? You know, they're trying to solidify themselves as a top 3 team in this league. How do you think they performed tonight?
I think they performed well. I think there's definitely room for improvement for sure. Maybe not the the thing is right, like when you play against a team that's newer with a roster change, maybe one of the more teams toward the bottom of the league, it's tough to get a good gauge on kind of how where Colorado stack up against the top teams, the top competition. They look good in respawn, but that tune's probably going to change when they start playing some better teams. The S&D definitely, I think, needs a little bit of work, but we'll see if they can lock in on that, especially on exposure. I'm sure their S&D on some other maps is a little bit better, but we'll see if they can, get some more scrims in and play even better the next time we do see them. But they're looking like a top contender. Speaking of the interview,
Hello,
I believe we do have
hello.
FMJ in here. What's going on, man? How you
We got
feeling
a
after that?
shooter in here. We got a shooter.
Hey, what's going on, man? You know what time it is, Daddy. You know how I'm Mervin and German on the green grass.
You had a rough start in that S&D, but your teammates pulled it together. But you in the respawn looks like final game. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah. My S&D's been a little dog shit, man. I don't know what's going on, But that's why I got my teammates. They pull my ass out of the trenches when I need them.
They definitely do.
I mean,
Jay and Shanks are putting it together for you. They both won 10-5 on that map.
Dre and Shanks.
Yep, they both won 10-5.
Bro, exposure. That's like Dre's fucking playground. I don't know why these guys keep letting us pick that map. Or I think that was their pick actually. That's actually criminal. I don't know.
oh wow, interesting. I mean, obviously, you guys kind of slammed that series. There's not a ton to talk about. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you guys have been ripping the scrims. Have you guys been playing good lately in scrims? I guess as an indicator, it seems like you guys were in that one. But talk to me about how the practice in the off season's been going.
Practice has been fucking really good. We have a great coach. He's always fucking teaching us shit that like he's taught us shit that I never like even fucking heard of, like lines and a lot of fucking terminologies. I'm like, lines? Isn't that what you fucking snort? Like we're talking about Call of Duty, these guys talking about doing lines. I'm like, all right.
So I gotta ask. What do you think about Atlanta? New team put together. What's your thoughts?
Um, Atlanta, do not blow it up. It was rough, but you feel me? That's what you have practice for, bro. You thug it out during the hard times, and you feel me? That's how you get better. You get better through practice and getting your ass whooped, just like how you do in real life. You get smoked in sports, like you take that
Yeah.
shit on the chin.
Yeah, and we're gonna ask you one final question. I gotta ask it, brother. Who you
All
calling
right,
out? Who do you want, bro? Who can you
man. I
not
know.
wait to play?
Who can I not wait to play?
Yeah. Who do you want? Who wants to smoke?
Shit. Man, I know I already whooped his ass, but I want to play Swifter again and whoop his ass again. I want to whoop yo.
Oh my
I want to whoop
god.
Swifter's ass as many times as allowed, bro.
Oh man, is that who you hope you get in the legacy event? Is that who you're gunning
Yeah, I hope
for?
so, bro. I hope so, man.
All right. Well,
He's
we
funny though. He's
appreciate.
funny. He's a funny guy, but I wanna put him on my lap like I'm Santa Claus and tell him how he's been a naughty boy all year and give him a good spanking he's gonna remember the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I feel you. I really. I don't know about all that, but I'm with you on the beating him in Call of Duty. I'll say that. You know what I mean?
Tight shit,
Type, type,
tight
type.
shit,
I'm
tight
so
shit.
glad Swifter's in chat right now. I'm so glad he was able to hear that. Yeah, he's coming for you, Swifter. Prepare
Yeah, I'm
your
coming for you, Slim.
prepare your butt
Hey,
cheeks, man.
Swifter since '96. I'm looking for you, boy.
Well, FMJ, thank you so much for coming in here. We do appreciate it. We're going to be signing off here in a minute, so we do appreciate you coming in here.
I appreciate you goats casting, bro. It's like a dream cast, a dream collab out of you gentlemen, man.
Appreciate it, big dog.
W. Appreciate you hopping in for the interview. And we'll
Yes,
let you
sir.
go. We'll wrap up this series. Congrats again. You can go celebrate with the boys real quick,
Yes,
and we'll
sir.
do
Appreciate
the
y'all, bro.
outro.
Have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good one, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You too, man.
Well, Clam,
Well,
it was a pleasure.
man.
I know it was a fast series. Sadly, the Seattle LA match did not happen as it was a forfeit.
Yep.
So I that does suck. But at least we got to get some casting together. I got to get my feet a little bit wet in the production side of the business. So I appreciate you guys working with me and Clam helping me out as much as he possibly could. So I appreciate everybody. Shout out Nico. He doesn't get any respect out here, but
Yeah.
Nico, that guy, he's in the back all the time doing his thing. So we appreciate everybody in the league running their stuff. So thank you again.
Yeah, appreciate you. And it was a pleasure casting with you, Hung, for the first time. I know, it was a little bit of a rocky one with the crashing and whatnot, but we got it done. Some new blood coming into the scene. You live and you learn. We're getting better each day. You know what I mean? So look forward to seeing you guys doing some more action here in the LSL. So. Yeah, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Appreciate you guys coming by in the chat as well. Despite some rough times here, it was a 3-0 BTA type of series, but hopefully we'll have some more action for you. Is that going to be happening tomorrow? Do you know, Hung, what the schedule is?
Yeah, so the big dogs come out to play tomorrow. Chicago Unity is playing Las Vegas Dream. My team versus Dreamer. So,
Ooh,
there's going to be a little heat, little contest. I know Dreamer likes to yell and has some favoritism on his side. So, we'll see what's going on.
100%. Yeah, it should be some good matches tomorrow. Appreciate you guys stopping by. That'll be it for us tonight. Appreciate everybody hopping into the chat. Appreciate production as well as, Nico, MVP, really in the background doing everything for the graphic design as well. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have some good banger action. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you later.
See you guys.